How's it going, guys? It's Jed. Welcome to another Bitcoin update. I know it's Tuesday and I just uploaded one yesterday, but I just want to give you guys an update on what I was talking about on the last update. Um, so if you go here, this is where the 215 update was, and if you enjoy this, let me know and I can start posting the Bitcoin updates here. But all you have to do is you click on the Bitcoin update here. These are all the levels that I have, and I can't change them. This platform won't let me change them. Okay, so once it's there, it's there. So again, there's no editing here, no BS. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna press play here. And here you go, as you can see, this is what happened. So we had this local 4-hour uptrend, right? Um, and so before I start, so everything in this yellow region is what happened in the future when I posted this. Okay, so this local 4-hour uptrend you see here, right? It used it as support. It moved up and it tested this untested swing high. Okay, what happened? It rejected. Why? Because not only was this an untested level, but it was also being suppressed by this 4-hour downtrend. Okay, so it falls back down. It hard closes above this uptrend still, right? But the next candle hard closes below it. Okay, so this uptrend, the second you see a hard close below it, it's pretty much saying, okay, we're losing this uptrend. Um, we're going to go down to the next 4-hour region. Okay, so this is what happened. Let me zoom in. I don't know if I here. Let me zoom in here. So it hard closed below it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. There was an attempt to hard close above it, but it just couldn't. There's a reason why it was hard closing below this because what was once a support now is a resistance. So it falls down. This tested 4-hour. It gets tested back here, but because it was already tested, guys, it was already expected to fall anyway. That's why, I marked these tested levels for you guys, in case you guys want to like locally trade. But generally, we're looking out for these untested levels. Okay, so here you can see, this is the top of the swing low of the high. I should have also marked one right here, right? The top and the bottom, right? The last red candle before the uptrend. I always mark the top and the bottom, but in this case, I only marked the top. I'm not sure why. I just missed it, so human error. But anyway, regardless, if I had the level marked here, right, which again is a basic is not it's a basic still, nothing new. So the top and the bottom, it would have found accumulation in that 4-hour zone. For anyone that was really greedy, they would have re-entered on this daily level here, which is where it tested, the large wick where it tested. Regardless, in this 4-hour region or the daily, they're both great entries, okay? So what happened here? So it was a 4-hour untested support, right? It moved up and was able to pretty much, you know, use that momentum of the untested level to move up, to push it up and, test these levels up here. So if we start from left to right, right, it goes down. We do have this 4-hour uptrend, right, which was acting as when this red candle closed above it, that was acting as support. But then the next candle closed, it closed, in the middle of the body, right? So that itself is again a bearish move. So there you see now it's hard closing below it. But because this was an untested 4-hour level, it found the momentum to move up, break out of this level, move up, okay, and next thing you know, it tests the next. This is actually a tested 4-hour level. Okay, I don't know why I made this solid because there was a test over here, but this should be dotted. So because this was a tested level, right? It did hard close below it. Why? Because it's a resistance. It's so perfect to the dot where it hard closed right below the resistance. But because it was already tested, the the interest of selling wasn't that much. Okay, the interest here wasn't that much when it versus this point here, right? So because this was already tested, the interest decreases. So in this case, you see it test, it hard closed below it, no worries. The next candle hard closed above it, right? And then that's when it was able to test this level and really close to this level. um so it falls down, right? What was once a resistance now a support, it just it hard closes right through it, right? Now it's just falling. Okay, so um, this is pretty much how the TradingView platform profile works. It allows you to literally follow candle by candle on the 4-hour time frame. the second I post this chart. So, you don't always have to wait on my updates. You can literally just go here, press play, and yeah. So obviously this chart, the trend lines, right? The trend lines are always evolving. So these trend lines are now invalid, right? They're hard closing between these candles. So these are invalid. So this is something I would need to update now. Okay, so because it's a 4 hour time frame, I have to regularly update these, every other day or possibly. But yeah, you can clearly see that these levels are being respected. The trend lines are being respected. Um, so so yeah. So in this 4 hour region here, right, as you can see, it's a big solid green trend that moved up, and now hopefully we won't see that same trend going down, right? Because if we stick to the area, the same trend brings it up, the same trend that brings it down, there's a chance where it might fall down here. But anyways, so back at that Bitcoin update on 215, I mentioned that we really need Bitcoin to stay within this 4 hour region, right? That will allow alts, give it some breathing room to find accumulation and move up. Okay, so as long as it's not, breaking down here, that's what we really are focusing on. The fact that it did retest this daily isn't really a good thing, to be honest, guys. This is maybe like one, two, three, four, five, the fifth time already or so. We really don't want it to go back down here again. We really needed Bitcoin to continue to ladder from here at least. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Bitcoin. I updated the charts. We evolved the trend lines, right? We evolved this trend line, right from back there. Now it's up here and we cleaned up the chart now. So this is pretty much the chart I would post next. Okay, so we still have this origin level. Actually, no, we don't. Um, we're gonna move this there. Okay, that's the swing high of this area. Because that's already testing there, we can move that there. This is a swing high within this within this region. So now we're focused on this 4 hour zone here. So if it finds accumulation here, right, it'll reach towards this apex. If it uses this uptrend as to break out of it, but if it doesn't, it'll just go back here, find the next apex, and pretty much hopefully move up from there. But guys, the second it loses this 4 hour region, we do have a 4 hour uptrend there. We have a tested 4 hour level there. Not really, I don't think really it has that much power to support that move if it's falling. But so far, everything here has been tested. So with that in consideration, the only thing that will really hold this trend, this whole structure up here would be these uptrends. So that's why these trend lines are your best friend. You have to make sure you keep evolving them when you can. And yeah, so in summary, guys, I know I've been blabbering a lot, but in summary, we really want Bitcoin to maintain this 4 hour region here, at least above this daily, right? Because the second it breaks above that, below this daily, it's going to start testing these levels here. And as you can see, all of these levels are tested, okay? So um, again, as long as Bitcoin can maintain and within this region, this will give altcoins, room to breathe while they're in accumulation, find solid support. And so when Bitcoin finally moves up out of this daily, that would ignite a lot of altcoins. Okay, so uh, yeah, especially now, a lot of these altcoins are pretty much staying. It's pretty boring right now, but again, that's because Bitcoin is pretty much just, it's going up and down within this region. It's an accumulation, guys. So, um, yeah, so hopefully that helps and it clears everything up. I will post this on my trading view again. So let me know in the comments if you like this or not, if you want me to do it or not. Personally, it helped me a lot. But maybe it'll also help you guys. And if you have trading view, post them yourselves too and see how it plays out and see what you could have, done what you could have done differently. In this case, right, I forgot to mark this bottom of the swing low here, so that's something I just need to be aware about. Um, but yeah, so let me know if you have any questions or comments. Let me know in the comments if you like it down below. And yeah, stay active, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.